Okay, Divine Feminine. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to build off the energy of two very powerful cards that I pre-shuffled on, okay? It came from the Divine Feminine Oracle Guidebook. And the first card is Sarati. I think that's how you say it. Devi, the Divine Mother. And Anana. I think I got it on the blur the background, but it is making the card blur, y'all. Sorry. But the Queen of Heaven and Earth, right? So the Divine Mother says, unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. And then the Queen of Heaven and Earth says, I have nothing to hide. I see and I accept all that I am. Okay? It needs to literally remind us that unconditional love exists within us. Okay? It's reminding us that we have nothing to hide and can accept all that we are. Right? Because that's what it's all about, right? On this healing journey. And so I felt led to pull a spread to follow up with this energy, and it's gonna be about seven cards. Okay, a 7 card spread, so bear with me. Don't forget, Divine Feminine, everyone is on a different timeline. Take what you need, leave what you don't need. Please use discernment. If you are triggered, again, face your mirror, not my comment section. I am here to help you evolve on your journey. Okay. This may be a lot to take in, but I definitely feel like it is necessary, right? Because we're all caught up in these cycles, Divine Feminine, that we are so, I don't want to say desperately, but we're trying to break. Let's just keep it real, right? We're tired of the illusions and we're ready to move forward. Okay, so let's get to the heart of love in your situation. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my true guides, for showing up. Protect us as we go through these portals and close the gates to anything not in alignment with the divine's will. And so it is. Okay, so with card number 1, it's talking about the heart of the matter, or the heart of love. And this is where you are being called to embody unconditional love right now. Okay. Let's see. This is going to show you the place where Spirit is asking you to soften, to extend grace, temperance, upright, y'all. Ooh. For card 2, the shadow of judgment, right? So what judgment are you being asked to release? Okay, because Spirit wants you to release the old story. All right, the old story, the harsh inner voice, or the critical lens you've been holding. Okay, I got the Wheel of Fortune upright. Card 3 is the truth. The truth of your being, Divine Feminine. So what hidden aspect of yourself wants to be embraced and accepted fully? Okay. This queen, the Queen of Heaven and Earth, is definitely coming through strong with this question. Let's see if I can get it right. There you go. That was going to drive me nuts, y'all. Okay. So, nothing needs to be hidden, right? Your shadow, your power, your vulnerability is all sacred. Okay, so this card is basically showing a piece of you that wants to finally step into the light and be loved exactly as it is. Okay, I got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse position. So card number 4 is the Divine Mother's gift. So how can you nurture yourself and others in a way that heals? All right, so I got the Two of Pentacles upright, and another card is trying to surface, which is the Hangman upright. All right, so card 5, the Queen's Throne. So where are you being called to stand in your full power? The Ace of Swords upright, okay? Spirit is really showing you like where you've been dimming your light with this one. Okay, so card 6 is the integration. How do you, Divine Feminine, merge love and wholeness together in your daily life? Like how to live in balance with this. The Sun is in the reverse position. Okay, so yeah, you got to stay grounded in love while also being fully you. Okay, even when I see this, right, I know I'm jumping ahead. That Sun card being in a reverse position is all about your joy. Okay, and so your joy, your abundance, your freedom, right, If that's in a reverse position, then guess what? You're not fruitful, okay? And you want to change that, right? Because we operate on a frequency that has to be conducive with our desires. And one of those frequencies is joy, right? The first one is love, because that's the highest vibration of all. Okay, so, but we're going to talk a little bit more about this. So let me just go into spread or card number one with the Temperance card coming out in the upright position. Okay, now what I'm seeing with this, right? This is where Spirit is asking you to embody unconditional love right now. Like, this is real, okay? This is balance. This is patience. This is harmony. And what the divine is asking you is to soften, to extend that grace, both to yourself and to others, right? There's no need to alchemize what feels opposite within you. All you need to do is bring it into flow instead of resistance. So now you got to play that balancing act. You got to balance the light and the dark, you know, the ego and your higher self, whatever that may be. Okay. So, yeah, you see how she's like really alchemizing. And I'm looking at it like it's her energy. Okay. It's her emotions. And of course, divine feminine, y'all, can be masculine. So take it how it resonates. Okay. And so with the Judgment card coming out with the Wheel of Fortune here, for what judgment you are being asked to release. I'm going to stop showing y'all the cards because that fuzziness is getting on my nerves. Okay, so this is deep. And Spirit is saying, release the judgment around the cycles you had to go through. Right? Some of you have been so hard on yourself for the ups and downs. And literally, some of you are even stuck in a loop. Okay? It's not of your doing. But it kind of is, if that makes sense. It's like your masculine is refusing to move forward. It's like they're stuck in this loop. It's like they're making a decision to stay where they are right now because they're not ready to make a decision, if that makes sense, right? So they're trying to control the uncontrollable. They're trying to control timing. And it's keeping you caught in this loop. All right. And I can definitely feel like there's some judgment around that. It's judgment around the previous cycles because, hey, it's repeating the same cycle. Right. You don't worry about, even if you feel like this is part you, don't worry about not getting it right the first time. Right. For repeating certain lessons. Don't blame yourself. Right. Spirit wants you to stop judging your journey because that's why we are given the opportunity to repeat. Right, to learn again. Okay, even though it delays some things, but we never really actually fail the test because we're always being given the opportunity to pass, and it's open book tests on top of that, right? So you can ask your angelic guides or your ancestors to help you with the test in the same process. Okay, so you don't need to fail. When it gets too tough, hey, I need help. I need help with this one because I can't find the answers in the book fast enough, you know? But, yeah, stop judging your journey. Every turn of the wheel is a part of your divine destiny. This is destiny. So everything that's happening within this dynamic is fated. Within your journey is fated. Okay? So don't judge your journey. I just keep hearing it. Don't judge it. Don't judge it. And I know I could be very judgmental of my journey too. 9:09 on the timer. I ain't gonna lie. But, however, the truth of your being, right? The hidden aspect of yourself that wants to be embraced fully with the Six of Pentacles coming out in the reverse position. Okay? This is showing you that there's been an imbalance in how you give and receive. Wow. So some of you may have felt unworthy of receiving love, always feeling like you had to overgive or prove yourself just to get the love. Okay. But that's a lie. That truth needs to come to the light. You deserve love without conditions. Okay. You don't have to keep pouring into people who won't pour back into you. Look, y'all, stay tuned.